Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you for joining me for another segment of Scrapbook Sunday 101. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come scrapbook with me. A couple of reminders. Tomorrow, Monday, the 10th, is the last day that you can sign up for my October online class, which is using the warm welcome. I also have a sampler class. You can sign up for one or both. When you sign up for both, you get $5 savings on the sampler class. All the links are below. Also, we have a new card kit, which is the birthday organizer. Oh my gosh, this thing was so much fun to play with. You will see a video that I will release on that tomorrow, Monday evening at 7 p.m. right here on my YouTube channel and Facebook. So don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook. Also, leave me comments. If you'd like to join Stampin' Up! Community and my team, which I'd love to have you, right now in the U.S., you can get $155 worth of merchandise, your choice, plus all the business supplies for $99. I also have a team Facebook group, business builders group, and we do a lot of fun things together. So I'd love to have you on my team. If you'd like more information, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You have nothing to lose, trust me. Whether you want to do it as a business or you just want the discount, give it a try. And then, of course, there is the Stampersdelight shop with the mugs and apparel, the stamping apparel that I wear and show you on my videos. But we also have things for your sidekick there. So what dog wouldn't love this little banner or can't even think of the word right now, but I guess bandana. There we go. Bandana. Stampin' Sidekick bandana. Okay, so definitely check out the Stampersdelightshop.com. Okay, we're going to get started. So, for today's Scrapbook Sunday, I'm going to be using a sheet from the Celebrate Everything. All right. You're also going to see me use the tailor-made tags. This is in the annual catalog. And I put my dies on a magnetic sheet. Sometimes it's not too easy to get them out here. And out of the packet with this. But rather than to fold it inside here like this and then put it back inside that envelope, I leave them on the outside so that the back side shows the name of it, but then I can see what's actually in here. If I'm wanting to grab a die, I'm not sure what I want, I can go through my little wooden box there that I keep them in, and then I can see what dies that are there. So just a little hint or little idea for you. So that's the tailor-made tags. You're also going to see me use the Brewed For You, which is the annual catalog. Now for this one, let's see, I keep the dies separate. I keep those right inside here with my stamps. Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring in the pictures. I'm going to show you those first. So this was Stampin' Up! Cruise 2014. My son was 16 or almost 16. My mother-in-law was probably about 80 or 81. And we stopped at Margaritaville in Jamaica on the cruise. And what they did was when you sat down, they did a free margarita shot in your mouth. So here's the pictures. Hopefully you can see those. My son was only 16, and I said to the guy, whoa, wait a minute. Actually, he was 15. It was in May, and he's turned 16 in June. I said, he's only 15. And the guy says, they can drink at any age here in Jamaica. I was like, oh, great. But it was a cute little thing that he did. So there he is doing the shot, and you can see people taking pictures of him. There's another angle of it. I'm just going to grab a sip of my coffee. That's good. So then he walked around, and my 80-something-year-old mother-in-law tilted her head back. If you tilted your head back, he came over, and that's what he did. He did the margarita shot. And my mother-in-law did one. Well, you can see my brother-in-law over here laughing. This lady's everybody got a kick out of it. So that's a real fond memory for me. especially my brother-in-law. This is the way I always remember my brother-in-law. And unfortunately, he passed away last year. But this is the way I love to remember him. Always laughing like, hee hee hee. So I wanted to get these into a page. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the Pacific Point. And then from the Celebrate Everything, I thought the fireworks would be perfect for that. It's got the nice color in here. And I'm going to first trim it down. I do like to have background paper on my cardstock here. So I'm just trimming a quarter, about 1/8 of an inch. I am going to need my paper trimmer. Love this paper trimmer. Don't forget that that swings out so you can do the larger pieces. I didn't need it on that one. So that will layer right on here. And you see what I mean? It brings out that blue. So let's go ahead and put that right down on here. So this is our 12 by 12 paper pack cardstock. We have it in the Rich Regals, Soft Subtles, in colors. If you need a catalog, just let me know. Contact me. If you're in the U.S., the first catalog I send out is free. And then as long as you order from me, you will always get the new catalogs. As long as you keep ordering. If you don't, and I send you a free one, and then the next catalog that comes out, I may ask you to pay for the shipping. It's just because we have to pay for all of that too. Okay, so there's my base. So let me bring in those pictures. Now I am going to trim some of these. Obviously, I'm not going to trim this one because I do want my brother-in-law in there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. You can do them separately. I actually like to put them all on here and then trim them. I just need a little bit of that blue to show through. Now this one, I like the fact that the lady's taking a picture and laughing at him. So I'm just going to trim this one right here. Just a little bit. And this one will fit right over here. This is just the way I do it. Remember, this is the way I do my scrapbooking. There are lots of ways to do it. And thank you to everyone that's been watching and telling me how much you love my Scrapbook Sundays. Now, I can fit another picture in here, and I'm going to do this one. But you can see that there's a lot of wall there. I don't really need that. That's going to come off. And this picture will fit right there. So this is a piece of our 8.5 by 11 Pacific Point, and I'm just using that to mat. Put that one right in the corner there. Okay. Now nothing else is going to fit there, so I have a half a sheet, and I'm going to use this one. Now this one I am going to cut down just a little bit. I can cut right here. There's somebody in the background there, but very faint. So I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, there we go. That's going to go right there. And I will put that one right here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is trim those off. And again, just a little bit of blue I want to show. That's my scoring blade. Just going to trim those. Just so that shows just a little bit. Let's do this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab this one. All right. Let's swing that around. Make sure I don't cut any picture here. And you can see it doesn't have to be exactly even each picture, the blue matting. At least I don't do it that way. So are you getting back into scrapbooking now that you've been watching me? I can do some intricate pages. My main concern right now is getting all these pictures that I have into scrapbooks. And one thing I want to mention too, when you do a scrapbook page, you can always go back and add later on. So now I have my pictures, and I'm going to start. My mother-in-law is going to, I think, be at the bottom here. We are going to start with my son. And you can see I'm just putting these, I'm laying them out to see where I want them. Okay, so that one has to go over there. Now what I can do with this one, maybe I'll have my mother-in-law first. I'm just deciding where I want these pictures, where they're going to fit. I also have that tag, which I've already cut out, and I put my little writing on there. And I just have a piece of gold ribbon here. So let's put that on there first, because I have to have room for everything. I'm just going to tie this in a knot. And I'm using the Very Vanilla on this one. I just thought it tied in nicely with the colors behind it. So let's just tie this. Come on. Okay. I'm going to tie it just like that. Swing that around. Just like that. Okay. So I'm going to trim this, because I got to figure out where I'm going to put this. And this is where I can hide some of the background on the pictures that I don't want. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and line these up, see where I actually want those. And I don't want to cut anything off here that's important. So I'm going to push those out a little bit. There we go. Bring that up right there. Maybe this up a little bit higher. I want to have room for that tag. There we go. So I did start with my mother-in-law. Okay, now I'm just going to lift that up, because that I know where I want to put these now. And I am going to lay my pictures down, making sure I get it up high enough. This one can go right over here. Every time I look at these pictures, I laugh. Still can't believe my mother-in-law did that. She was just like, yeah, I'll do it. She's now 97, and she probably would do it again. Okay, I'm going to put that one down here. And this one's going to go down in this corner. Thank you to everyone who has been sharing my Scrapbook Sunday videos and all my videos. I really do appreciate it. Okay, that's going to go right there. Now let me do dimensionals. I'm going to pull out my dimensionals real quick. Okay, so I have the last of this, and I'm actually going to use those. I use every bit of my dimensionals. And the long pieces on the side are the best. Take your pick tool. Another thing, must have, take your pick tool, right? Okay, we're going to put that up over here. Okay, that right there is fine. I don't have to add to it. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to grab from that stamp set Brewed For You. And what I did was I cut out already a couple of these, the beer stein, the beer glass, and the wine, just to add that. So here are those pieces. Got the wine. I don't know that I'm going to use the little jug, but I know I want to use those. So in this stamp set, when you cut these out, then you have the inserts, and you also have the foam. I'm not going to use the foam, but I am going to do the inserts. So here's the beer glass, and I'm using So Saffron, and I'm just going to put that right inside there. Whoop, didn't quite come out good. Let's go right over it. Again, that's because I need my mat. Okay, so let me grab my mat. When you do the when you use the clear stamps, photopolymer, you really want to use your mat so you can get a better image. So I'm just going to go right back in there. There we go. Now it looks like dark beer. Here's one that I already did. That looks like light beer. We'll put those aside. Then I'm going to bring in the beer stein. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to ink that up with the So Saffron, and that goes right in here. And there we have some beer in the beer stein. Remember to go to Stampersdelight.com, and you'll see this the still shots. Here's my wine glass. For this, I'm using Sweet Sorbet. I thought it was the closest that looked like a margarita, like a strawberry margarita. Okay, so now I have that. Now what I can do is I can bring all those pieces in and decide where I want to put them. So, beer stein, beer mug, little wine or margarita. I don't know that I'm going to use here. I'll use that one right there. I got a beer stein left. So let's do it this way. And now I can put those on my pages with dimensionals. Again, using the last of this sheet. I always say, it's so exciting when you open up a new sheet of dimensionals, isn't it? I mean, how cute is this? And great memories. Again, the stamp set that I'm using, Brewed For You, is in the annual catalog, and everything is on my blog. Taking those off. And let's do this one. Oh, didn't cut that. Again, you see what I'm doing? I'm just using up and I'm cutting those. It's easier to pull them off with my take your pick tool. We had that right there. And then I'm going to add this one. I don't know if I want that one there now. Now that I look at it, let me put this one here first. Because then I really should have one there, right? Okay, let's do another one. I want to keep it uniformed. And let me just restamp this one. There we go. So now it's more uniform. And then, of course, I have that one there. And pull that one off and do that. Okay. So there I have a cute page ready to go in my album. But I think I'm going to add something more to it. I'm going to add some glossy dots. So these are our glossy dots, also in the annual catalog. And I think I'm going to add the yellow. I have one open here. There we go. Just to make it pop out. Now on the take your pick tool, you know, you have the putty end, which you can grab those pieces with. Usually pretty quick, pretty easy. And I'm going to add some of these yellow dots here. Or you can use this side if you want to pick it up that way. But I tend to use that side. And you can see I'm just putting these, put one right in there in the middle of that sparkle, fireworks. Okay, so it's cold here in New York. It's, you know, fall. It's getting there. So when I do my videos, you may hear, and I apologize, my heat kick on because I'm right next to that room. But I have to stay warm. I'm adding some there. I'm just adding them wherever I want. And of course, I always like to add one or two to the tag. I think it makes it really pop out. There we go. I think that's enough. I don't know. Is there such thing as enough or too many bling or doodads? Okay. And there I have my page ready for my album. What do you think? You could put Wink of Stella on these to make them shimmer. And now that I said it, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to add some shimmer here. I'm going to do the red first because the red, any kind of reds, do have the tendency to bleed. So actually you should do your light colors first. I'm just going to add some Wink of Stella in here. just because it's one of my favorite tools. What's your favorite tool? And there we have it. There is my page. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to leave a comment. I do send out random cards. I pull names for leaving comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. And also Stampin' Up! Now has a new place where you can leave a review. Please leave a review for my Scrapbook Sundays. Just go to Stampersdelight.com or Stampersdelight.stampinup.net, which is in the comments below, and leave me a review. I would really appreciate it. There is my host code if you'd like to place an order with me this month. And until next time, keep on scrapbooking, scrapbookers. Bye.